Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Oprah Show. Oprah is not here today. She is in Africa building schools for the children. So she called me and decided that I would be the one to step in for her today. We have a lot in store for you today. We're going to be talking about some very touchy topics. We're going to talk about abortion. We're going to talk about adoption. And we're also going to talk to someone who decided to keep her baby. Now, I understand these are some very touchy matters. So it's also very important that we discuss these matters. So I ask that you please keep your opinions to yourself and that you learn as much as you can from these young women. So without any more waiting, we're going to introduce these ladies. So I ask you, please help me. Clap your hands and let's introduce Stephanie and Jennifer to the Oprah Show. Oprah/Ralphe.
Hi.
Stephanie, how are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Jennifer?
Hi. Good.
How you doing, Jennifer?
Good.
How you ladies doing, man?
Good. Pretty good.
All right, that's good, that's good. So let me first say thank you guys for coming to the Oprah/Ralphe Show. It's glad to have you here. We want to say that we're going to get into some personal stuff. And at any point you feel like you shouldn't be answering these questions, please feel free to skip it. So if I touch any nerves that I'm not supposed to, please let me know and we'll start from somewhere else, right? All right, so we're going to start with Stephanie first. Stephanie, how old were you when you found out that you were pregnant?
I was 19 years old.
You were 19 years old?
Yes.
That's a very young age.
Yes, it is.
Well, were you using any contraceptives at that time?
No, at the time I wasn't.
You weren't?
No.
So you knew that there was some chance that you could get pregnant?
Well, yes, but that's not obviously what you're thinking about at the time, so.
Right, you're thinking about something completely different.
Yes.
I understand. Well, Stephanie, to add more to what we're talking about here, what was your initial reaction when you found out you were pregnant?
Well, it wasn't a good thing for me at the time. I was very scared because the father and I were on good terms and financially I wasn't ready. So it was really hard.
It can definitely be hard bringing in a baby when you guys, especially when you don't have any money. So I can understand that. Well, let's move on to Jennifer. How are you doing, Jennifer?
Good.
Glad to have you on the show. Glad to have you. How old were you when you found out you were pregnant?
I was 18.
You were 18. So just like Stephanie, also very young. All right. Well, were you using any contraceptives at that time?
I was actually using the withdrawal method. That's what I get for listening to a man.
For listening to a man, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, just a quick fact for the folks here at home. 2.5% of married couples actually do try the withdrawal method. Now, I don't know if it works for them, but just a little fact that I thought you guys would want to know. More with you, Jennifer. You said you were not using any contraceptives. So you did know that there was a chance that you could get pregnant.
Of course.
And just like Stephanie, you weren't thinking about that.
No way.
You had something else on your mind, huh?
Yeah.
All right, I see. Well, what were your initial reactions when you found out?
I was terrified. I honestly thought my mom was going to kill me.
It's gonna kill you. I know. Such a young age, you can understand a lot of things going through your mind, not knowing how you're gonna take care of the baby, not knowing how your friends are gonna respond to this pregnancy. So you guys also had a lot to go through. Well, ladies and gentlemen, when we come back to our show, we're gonna get the decisions from each of these young ladies, both Stephanie and Jennifer. So I ask that you please return. We gotta go pay some bills.
Oh, hello. Are you and your partner fearful that you may be carrying an unplanned pregnancy? Well, here at the University of South Florida Student Health Services, they will offer you a pregnancy test via blood or urine samples as long as you have insurance. If that's not enough, also on the USF campus, this Wellness Center and Counseling Center will provide you with a one-on-one professional session on different options you can take with your pregnancy. Student Health Services is located right next to the bookstore and can be reached at 813-974-2331. That's 813-974-2331. The Wellness Center is located in the Marshall Center, next to the computer store. It can be reached at wellness@usf.edu. And the Counseling Center's phone number is 813-974-2831. 813-974-2831.
Folks, welcome back to the Oprah/Ralphe Show. If you're just now tuning in, we are here today with Stephanie and Jennifer, and we're getting their stories. They were both faced with some tough decisions at a very young age, and that's what we've been talking about today. And right now, we're going to go to them so we can get their decisions. I know you've all been waiting to find out what these ladies are up to. So, with you, Stephanie, what decision did you make?
I decided to get an abortion.
You got an abortion?
Yes.
Okay, well, why did you decide to get an abortion?
Well, like I said earlier, for why I was scared is me and the guy weren't on great terms, and financially I would have no way to support a baby. So I felt it would be what's best for me and for my child at the time.
Okay, I understand that. Well, it's not 18 years later.
Yes, sir.
All right. 18 years later, how do you feel about it?
Honestly, a little bit of regret.
Regret.
Yeah.
And let me ask you this: if you could go back and make another decision, would you?
Yes, I would have.
You
I would
would
not
have.
have made the same decision.
It would have been something completely different.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Stephanie. And let's turn over to you now, Jennifer. What was your decision? I know the crowd's been dying to know, Jennifer. What was your decision?
I decided to keep my baby.
You kept your baby.
Yes.
Okay. Well, why did you decide to keep your baby?
I don't believe in abortions, and I could never let my child go. Even though it was what the father of the baby would have wanted. We're not together anymore, but he absolutely loves his daughter as much as I do. She's now 17, and it was the best decision of my life.
Well, I don't think I need to ask you that question. If you could do anything differently, would you?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. You would have kept your baby all the way.
Yep.
All right, that's good. That's good. Well, let me ask you: were there any other factors who helped you in making your decision?
Definitely my mom, my family, and my faith.
Your faith. Okay. So obviously, two young women from two very different backgrounds, faced with very tough decisions at a very young age, and obviously they went with different decisions. But that's just how it is. That's life, you know. Certain decisions go well for you, certain decisions don't go so well for you. So we just wanted to show you guys what it's like from two different perspectives. And I want to thank you guys both for coming out to the show, both Stephanie and Jennifer. I wish you both best of luck. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, hello. Are you or your partner fearful that you may be carrying an unexpected pregnancy? Can you move that way? Like I keep looking back.
I'm sorry. Oh, my
Like,
bad.
you're supposed to be above. You're supposed to be over the camera.
I'm like trying to get
Sorry.
as close as I can.
I was like, good. You got
Okay.
this. Okay, you can just zoom in.
Oh, hello. Are you or your partner fearful that you may be carrying a unplanned pregnancy? Well, here at the University of South Florida Student Health Services, they will offer you pregnancy tests via blood or urine. I'm screwing up.
2, 1.
Oh, hello. Are you experiencing an unplanned pregnancy? Well, here at the University of South Florida, they will offer you a pregnancy test via.
Why are you shaking your hand?
Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Are you or your partner fearful that you or your partner may be carrying an unwanted pregnancy? Well, here at the University of South Florida Student Services, they will offer you pregnancy tests via blood or urine samples, as long as you have insurance. If that's not enough,
Welcome back again, folks. Welcome back. Before we went on break, we were talking to Stephanie and Jennifer, and you got a little bit of their story. So now we're back with a completely different story. We're going to be talking to a young lady by the name of Stacy, and we're going to get her side of the story. Now, it has nothing to do with the abortion or keeping the baby part. It's something brand new that I'm going to bring to you. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce to you Stacy. How are you doing today, Stacy?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, thank you for coming to the show.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Well, Stacy, your story is completely different from the other two women that we spoke to earlier. You were adopted,
Yes.
correct? Okay. How old were you when you were adopted?
I was adopted the day after I was born.
So right after birth, you were
Yes.
adopted. Okay. How old were you when you found out that you were an adopted child?
I don't remember the exact age, but I believe it was when I was old enough to understand the concept of adoption.
Of adoption. Okay. So with adoptions, we hear a lot of different stories. Some kids end up in great households with great families, and some it doesn't turn out so well for them. What is it like for you?
It is wonderful. I have no regrets. I believe that I was blessed and that I have a loving family, and I'm glad that things turned out the way they did.
That's good. That's good. Do you have any other siblings in the household?
I do not.
You do not.
I do not.
So comes Christmas time, you're the only one getting the presents.
I am.
You are. That's good. That's good. Well, you know, have you ever thought about meeting your biological mother?
No.
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 How old are you now?
I'm 19.
You're 19, and you never thought about meeting her. Why is that?
Because I believe that things are exactly what they should be.
They should be. Well, it does seem like things didn't work out really well for you, and you are one of the success stories out of the many that we hear. So we're definitely glad to have you on our show. Things could have turned out differently, but thankfully things were great for you. So I definitely want to thank you for coming out to our show today, Stacey, and sharing your story with us. I know it must have been very tough for you to open up to us like this. So I definitely want to thank you. And you know, to all the people watching at home, we brought you 3 stories today: an abortion, an adoption, and a woman a young lady that was adopted. We just wanted you guys to give all sides of the story from different perspectives, and we appreciate you coming. We appreciate you tuning in to watch our show, the Oprah/Ralphe show. Now, I believe Oprah will be back next week if the schools are done building. If they're not done building, I will be back again. We'll be talking about a brand new topic. We'll let you choose at home. Call 1-800, choose a topic, and you choose a topic at home, and we will see you again next week. Thank you for tuning in to the Oprah/Ralphe show. Have a good one.